How's it? I'm currently on the east coast, on the edge of Lake Pukaki. Stayed at Ben Mee's house last night. Ben and Leah Mee, owners of Hard Antler Swags. Pretty good piece of equipment though, as I've got my swag with me to use up in the hills. And we woke up to a screaming nor'wester. Well, it wasn't windy where we were, but we could see a bit of a nor'west arch up on top. So there'll be a bit of wind up there today, but I don't think it's going to be a problem because we're flying in a squirrel. So we're just going to meet the pilot, Mark Hayes.
Pretty good.
Got about an hour and a half's drive and meet the two lads I'm going up in the mountains with.
Ethan Hayes.
Bailey Reid.
And we'll be into it. Better get back on the road again.
What's your drive like?
Drive was good, long way from the west coast here.
Oh, yeah.
This is Mark. He's going to fly us in. Here we are, up a valley. It wasn't the place we intended to go. We flew into the other valley over the other side, and a couple of hunters were already there. Yeehaw. Yeah, a couple of hunters were already there. It was lucky actually because we went for a little burl around looking for some tar on the bluffs and then spied the other hunters. If we hadn't have done that, we would have got dropped right at the head of the valley, and these poor buggers look like they've walked in, so they wouldn't have been very happy to see us. So if you are those two boys who are up on the side of the hill and saw us flying around, we didn't actually see you till we passed over you guys. So hopefully you'll get a few animals. We saw two really good bulls up in those bluffs up there flying in, and there's a couple of really nice bluffs over behind us. So it's not the ideal place, but there still should be plenty of animals here. What do you reckon, lads?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hopefully should see those ones later.
Yes, a lot of hunters in the hills at the moment, but that's a good thing about this area. It's such big country that they can always find somewhere to drop you where there's no other hunters. We've still got to set the tent up, just coming into mid-afternoon, so the animals will be bedded down. They won't be moving anywhere. So they're going to be really hard to spot this time of day.
Five star in here.
What do you reckon, boys?
Yeah,
Bloody
5
good.
star.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet as.
Pretty easy, eh?
Not bad.
If it wasn't the middle of winter, I probably just would have bought my swag and not worried about putting the tent up. But the advantage of having the tent is it's got this fireplace in, so tonight will be nice and warm. Right now we're just going to rig up the solar lights on it, let them charge up so we've got light tonight, and then we're going to sit down and see if we can find some animals in those bluffs up behind us. The two bulls that we saw flying in were up in those bluffs. Where were they? Over there somewhere.
Yeah, up
But
there.
we're going to try find some close ones up in those bluffs. I don't think we're going to see anything for a few hours. They'll all be sitting down, sleeping.
So I see that big patch of sun just up there, right on the horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go over those rocks, come down one, there's a little triangle of sun.
Yeah.
And they'll be just in there under a rock.
Looks like a young bull. We've made a plan. We found a tar up here, up there. He's not a monster, it's a bull, a young bull. We know there's two fairly decent bulls up there somewhere, but they're a ways away. So Bailey's never shot a tar before. We think this one's a pretty good tooth cutter for him. We're going to sneak up this ridgeline here.
Sounds like a sweet ass, man.
So you never shot a tar before, eh?
No, so hopefully this will be the first one. It's not
We'll take it easy on him. Maybe. It's a pretty gentle break-in actually for a tar. We've flown all the way into here. We definitely haven't busted our gut. And it's just a nice gentle stroll up the hill. No doubt we'll be huffing and puffing though before we get him. So we better crack into it. It's getting on 3 o'clock now. Sun's going to go down in a couple of hours, so we're just going to hoe into it. the snow is right at that consistency where you don't quite go on top of it, you're just sinking in. With me, I'm a bit heavier than these boys, so every step I'm sinking in, these boys are hitting the bottom every 4 steps. Plan B, because we got to here and the wind's just screaming up the valley, not coming over the top as I thought it was going to be, so if we go up that ridgeline there, he's going to smell us before we get to him, so I think we're just going to go straight up the hill and hopefully he'll stay there. We can close the gap, pop over that little knob up there and smoke him. We're up the hill, we're almost up the hill, we've come quite a ways, and we're just about to pop over the first little ridge to see if we can see him from here. We might be able to shoot him from here if he's still there, but I think we'll probably have to go a bit higher. There's lots of old nanny and kid shit here, no bullshit, but nothing fresh. Hopefully he's still sitting there. We'll be able to pop up and peg him. There's a few fresh marks over here though. There's a few animals here, we just can't see him yet. We can only see the one. It's possible he's moved because he did see us when we were down the valley floor, so we're just going to keep gaining altitude and see if we can pop up on that next ridge and see him. Pretty good position here. There's animals. A couple of animals moving up there. We can't see any bulls, but we can see some nannies. I don't think Bailey's too fussed on whether he shoots a bull or a nanny. We're going to sit up here, get the boys, get their breath back, and then just see if they come up right in front of us, what they should do. I just saw a couple moving up this ridgeline here. Take them, boys. Oh. How big is he, do you reckon? How long are those hooks?
Don't have a clue. Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue.
They're pretty bloody big. I reckon he'll go 13.